Good afternoon everyone, I am Jayashree Subramaniam. Today I want to talk about the introduction to our topic, which is play games. A game is a structured form of play, usually undertaken for entertainment and fun, and sometimes used as an educational tool. Games are different from work, which is usually carried out for remuneration, and from art, which is more often an expression of aesthetic or ideological elements. However, the distinction is not clear-cut, and many games are also considered to be work, such as professional players of sports or games, or art, such as jigsaw, puzzles, or game involving, and artistic layouts such as mahjong, solitaire, or some video games. Games are sometimes played purely for enjoyment, sometimes for achievement or reward as well. That's all from me. Thank you.
The history of games dates to the ancient human past. Games are an integral part of all cultures and are one of the oldest forms of human social interaction. Games formalize impressions of play which allow people to go beyond immediate imagination and direct physical activity. Common features of games include uncertainty of outcome agreed upon, rules, competition, separate place and times, element of fiction, element of chance, prescribed goals and personal enjoyment. Games capture the ideas and worldview of their cultures and pass them on to the future generation. Games were important as cultural and social bonding events, as teaching tools and as markers of social status. As pastimes of royalty and the elite, some games became common features of court culture and were also given as gifts. Games such as Senet and the Mesoamerican ball game were often imbued with mythic and ritual religious significance. Games like Gayan, Chopper and the Mansion of Happiness were used to teach spiritual and ethical lessons, while Shatranj and Wiki were seen as a way to develop strategic thinking and mental skill by the political and military elite.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Anas bin Baharudin. Metric number D2020-109-330X. I took a bachelor degree in Malay language education with honor. Today, I will explain about comparison between indoor-outdoor sport with online game. If we know indoor-outdoor sport must play in real situation, such as for play football, we must have equipment such as a ball, a player, and another than that. In indoor-outdoor sport, we feel the real situation. We must focus to play it to get a victory. In indoor-outdoor sport will increase your physical fitness to get you healthy. But in online game, we will play with gadgets such as mobile phone, personal computer and another than that, such as online game is Mobile Legend, PUBG, Free Fire and another online game. In online game, we feel unreal situation. To play a online game, we must have equipment such as a mobile phone, a personal computer, Wi-Fi, data, and we must download a game in Play Store or App Store to play the game. In online game, we must focus on screen only, and it was unreal, but we must focus to get a victory. Do you prefer indoor-outdoor sport or online game? Okay, it's up to you. Thank you from me.
Hello everyone, my name is Vaishnavi, daughter of Madhavan, and my metric number is D2020-109-5053. Well, about the games or sports, real life use or application is very useful and gives many benefits. Therefore, we also can apply these benefits in our daily life. This is because games and sports are more focused. For example, release stress. Stress could be a reason for suicide in some cases. We all look for a way to release stress. Sports and games are an amazing way to release our stress. When you are playing a game or sport, you will complete concentration will be on the game. In that case, you will forget other things that are happening with you that will help you to get out of hard times. Secondly, good for health. Games and sports are good for health. It will refresh the mind and it keeps free from disease. It will make us more active too. Games and sports have a good value in our life and better health. Games play a major role in keeping a person fit and fine. In addition, sports and games make you a moral human being. Sports teach you many life skills required for good conduct in society. When you play sports, you imbibe qualities such as honesty, teamwork, leadership, and strategic planning. These skills will be helpful in every walk of our life. In conclusion, playing games and sports has important values in a way that socialize our lives. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sudha, daughter of Kunsraman. My student ID is D202010950076. Okay, today I would like to share about the 6 tips and tricks how to win the Uno games. Are you guys ready? Let's go into the video. There are 6 tips and tricks to win the Uno games. The first one is keep an eye on your opponents. You can't know what they have on hand, but you can see how many cards they have left on their hand. Use the reverse card when you can to make an opponent have to draw more cards when possible. The second tip is keep the score on your end low. Once the game progresses, you are getting ready for someone to leave it and win. At this point, you don't want to leave a high score on your hand. Because of this, many mean that a good Uno. The third tip is some cards are good to keep. If you get draw +2 and draw +4 cards, they can be smart to keep a bit. You can use them for emergencies and hinder other players from winning when they have to draw new cards. Try to stay a bit cool with these cards when the Uno game begins. The fourth tip is change color when you can. Changing the color can give you many advantages. One is that player can't go through with their plan when you come and change the color on them. At the same time, this move can very be confusing. It's harder to figure out what you have on hand when you keep changing color. This technique can also lead to better decision on your end. That way you will be maximize your chances of having a proper card when it is your turn. The fifth tip is don't play your action cards too early in the game. The action cards are handy towards end of the game when your opponents have fewer cards on their hands. If you have cards of different colors and see that your opponent is about to win the game, you might not want to use your wild right away. Drawing new cards would actually be a way to do something more powerful with the cards that you do have. And the last tip is call Uno before others. This is a sweet one with this type of Uno. You can stop other players from winning by calling Uno before. This is another reason that it is so important to keep an eye on how many cards opponents have on their hands. If you are fast enough, you can prolong the game and increase your chances of winning. So, this is the 6 tips and tricks how to win the Uno games. Thank you.